Wondering what happened. Just because you are so inspiring and you are so supportive, and I really thank you, sis. Yeah, so we've tested the volume is working. And Sister Eki, I'm missing you now. You said you were coming to my house, you didn't come. I'm waiting, oh, Sister Eki. God bless you. Thank you for joining the show. My daddy in the Lord, Uncle Bode, good evening, sir. Welcome to the show. My daughter Sophie says can't hear anything. Can you confirm now that you can hear? My other daughter Ifoma, can you guys confirm that you can hear? Um, my son Daniel, can you put the volume? They can't hear anything. We can hear you now. Okay. My big sis, Sister Mo, welcome. And my other darling yellow papa sis, Sister Doris, my Juice Plus boss. Guess what, guys? I joined Juice Plus. I'm now a Juice Plus distributor. In fact, I have another confession to make. I joined another company again today. It's called FM. And this ones we sell products like perfume and cosmetics and household things. Ain't nothing stopping me. I'm just flying. I'm just doing all of them. I'm excited. Okay. Yes, they can confirm. They can hear me now. I will please beg you to kindly share the link, subscribe, and press the bell on your YouTube. That will give you the notification for when the show is on or when anything that CTRIM is doing is on. We will really appreciate if you can share, like us, subscribe to us, and just support us in that little way is all we ask of you. So tonight you are with me, Lady Edith Adebayo, again. You see, I'm so used to saying Adebayo that even I forgot. So actually, I don't want to be known as Lady Edith Adebayo anymore. I want to be known as Lady Edith Ebohon. Ebohon is my maiden name, and I'm quite happy to bear my maiden name again after my marriage is on a patch, on a rocky patch. So for the last 2 weeks, this is the third week, I've been doing a series talking about marriage and what happens when you're alone, and using myself as an example or as a study, as a case study. And I did get that question. So many people called me, text me, all over the world when they got that message that I wanted to change my name and asked me why. And there's no reason, simply because I'm single. That's all. I don't want to be identified with a name that I don't have any association with. I don't have any association whatsoever with the Adebayo family, apart from, we were married before. And that is not to say, because in my first show, I did say that it doesn't mean that we are enemies. We talk, we are actually good friends. And for people who feel, after listening to my show, the first one, feel that it's too drastic, for me, that was one way for me to heal and move forward. And for you, people say deleting the pictures, deleting messages, changing your name is drastic. But you have to do what's best for you, because remember, it's very painful, and somehow you have to live. You have to be alive. You have to keep going. So if it means that you have to put those measures in place, by all means do so. If it then happens that there's a reconnection and you and your significant other, your better half, come back together, you can pick the name again. So for me, it's just on social media platforms and when people talk to me one-on-one that I'm not bearing that name. But as I pursue my divorce, I will then change my name to my maiden name. But perhaps along the way, there's a reconciliation. For those of you who are still wishing to have a reconciliation, if you are in a position like that is what I mean, then by all means you can pick the name again. For me, a name is a very significant thing. So I will just recap what I've been doing. Thank you for joining the show this evening. And basically, I'm trying to teach about what you should do when your relationship breaks down. So when you go from hope to nope, you were in this lovely relationship, marriage or relationship, and there might have been problems, you might have seen it coming, you might have been the cause, he or she might have been the cause, whatever, family, friends, money, whatever was the cause. And then, you still had hope that it will work out. But suddenly you are in the place of nope. So you went from hope to nope. What do? So 2 weeks ago, I talked about I'm alone. What next? And I did, try to explain as much as I could what I did and what might work for you if you are in that position. And like I always say, it might not be for you, but it might be something you can use to help somebody else. So that was 2 weeks ago. Sister Lara, good evening, sis. God bless you. So yes, then last week I went on to, so let me explain something. I'm trying to form a story and a pattern for you that are following the series that I'm on now. The first one is what to do, what next when you find yourself alone. And after you have done everything we said in that part 1, the crying, the guilt, the shame, putting yourself back together. After all of that, after all said and done, what you then need to do next is to know yourself. And that was what we talked about in the show last week. Because in everything you do in life, you have to be able to come to the point where you have to take some responsibility. So you have to reflect on what has happened, the part you played. As you are reflecting, you have to begin to understand yourself so you can move forward. The reason why many of us make mistakes is because we don't know who we are. We don't know what we want. We don't know where we are going. We don't know what, the kind of person we are. And in order for you to know who you want in your life, you have to know who you are. And that's why I took my time to do that research, to explain to you how you know who you are and the reasons why you make decisions that you make, the reasons why you do the things that you do. And we talked about things like your past experience, your childhood memories, the kind of way your father and mother lived, your hurts, your pains, your happy times, things that have happened to you as you've grown up to be the age you are today. And those things have a way of impacting on you and on the decisions that you make. So I refer you to last week's show for you to get more about that. So we are now in the 3rd week. And after you know yourself, remember we did an exercise on writing things about yourself. I told you I was doing my age. But you don't have to do, you can just say 30 things about me. This exercise will make you understand your likes, your dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses, the area you need to work on, the areas that you have more zeal and passion for. So as you're doing that and getting to know yourself, I want to advise that, in my opinion, I think you need to give yourself some time between relationships. I know that sometimes your ex left you for another woman, for another man, and you feel if he or she can do that, why can I not do that? But if you really want to heal, especially if it was not your decision to end the relationship, you need to give yourself a break. This break is something only you can decide to know when you'll be ready to move on again. And you see, I don't have any problem with people who decide that I've had enough. I don't want any woman. I don't want any man. I want to be single. In the Bible, we knew about many people who were single. Jesus himself was single. And there is power in being single. I don't see being single as something bad. Some people have decided that I don't want to be single. Other people feel, yes, one door closes, another door is going to open. I would like to move on in my life. I would like to meet somebody else. But the point I'm trying to make is that you need to work on yourself first, post the breakup of a relationship, before you jump into a new relationship. If you don't do that, you might just find out that you're bringing a lot of mess, a lot of baggage, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain into a new relationship, and that will just jeopardize the whole thing, and you might end up having another relationship breakdown. So in order to give yourself peace, and in order to give yourself time to heal, you really need to work on yourself, and you need to know yourself. So as you begin to know yourself, know what you want about relationship. Do you want to be single again? Do you want to have another relationship? Do you want to get married? It's a personal decision for you to do that. But peradventure, you've made that decision. Whether or not you want to be single or married, the next thing to do is to find your purpose. So I keep saying it, in my own opinion, and I'm sure many people will agree with me, God did not have time to make a nobody. So I believe God made all of us, and I'm sorry if you share a different view. And I believe that God made us for a purpose, and that is why you were born at the time you were born, in the month you were born, in the season you were born, to the family you were born to. And that is why you've gone through the experiences, the challenges, the happy times, the bad times that you've been through is for a purpose. So we have to begin to see this painful relationship breakdown as part of our learning in order for us to find our purpose, even though that might have been your purpose, that you wanted to be in a happy home. So it's not time to beat yourself up or to regret. It's time to pick yourself up and do the needful. So we're talking about finding your purpose today. For me to find my purpose, the first thing I realized in my life was that I needed to feel love. You know, we ladies, especially the young ladies and the young boys of nowadays, they sort of think that sex is a sport. They just sleep with this one, sleep with that one. They are dating this today. They're having sex everywhere. Life is just different from when I was growing up. And we equate having a relationship or somebody, you know, and us sleeping together to love. But that is not love. Love is a commitment. Love is not just a feeling that you feel that you've never felt before, like we used to say when we were small. Love is deeper. And I needed to feel love before I could move on. I needed to feel love. I needed to build my self-worth. I needed to value myself. And so in knowing myself, I began to love myself. I began to see myself in a new light and actually understand that, oh, Edith, you actually love talking. For example, you actually love, you know, shining. You actually love, you know, like, you know, I'm a sanguine. I began to understand why I do the things I do. I realized why I like meeting people. I'm a sociable person. I like things to go well. I like to help. Once I get my salary every single month, I have to reach out and help someone. I'm not complete if I don't do it. It's just me. So I began to understand why I did that, why I did this, why I've done that, why I'm doing this. I began to understand myself. And as I loved myself and appreciated myself, I realized that my value was going up. And then, like I said, even though I now love myself, I needed to still have love. I was craving for love. And then I began to look at the word love. And I remembered what my pastor said and what the Bible says. I believe in the Bible. It says God is love. So therefore, if God is love, that means love is God. So I realized that the best place for me to get the love I so craved for was from God. I realized that I've been missing it all along because I'm looking for validation from men. I'm looking for acceptance from men, from human beings, from the place of work, from the church, from my family. But when I began to realize that God has already paid the price for me and He fully loves me, I began to get that love from God. And I realized that I was now more comfortable. Because you see, one thing I found out, if you are not comfortable in your own skin, in your own space, in your own, you know, with what you have, you're going to always have problems in relationship. We have to get to a point in our life to realize that wherever you are at this point in time in your life, That is what your life is. That is who you are. That is what you are. And in order for you to move to the next level, there is a work that you need to do, and only you can do it. So when you begin to realize that, you will now be able to better have a calmer spirit with peace of mind for you to discover your purpose. So someone might ask me, Lady Edith, what does purpose have to do with relationship? What does purpose have to do with my ex walked out on me? What does purpose have to do with me finding my next relationship? Or even better still, what does purpose have to do with me deciding that I don't want to have any more relationship, I want to be single? You might ask. And I want to tell you that purpose has everything to do with relationship. Because once you know yourself, once you receive the love of God, once you love yourself, you have to have something doing. If you don't have something doing, you're going to fall back to square one of those pain that you went through when this person walked out on you. And that is where purpose comes in. You have to begin to realize that you are complete and you don't need someone else to complete you. You are fully complete. You have to stop looking down on yourself and remember your identity, remember who you are. And that is where purpose comes in, because we tend to think that our purpose is being a wife or a mother or, a church member or my father's daughter or I'm my sister's sister or my brother's sister or I'm a friend. Purpose is not defined by your job or the color of your complexion or your nationality or what you own or what you drive or your postcode or your beauty. Purpose is not defined by any of those things. When you find your purpose, you begin to see that you have not lost. You are not a loser. You are not a victim. That person left you, but you can still pick up your life. You might have invested so much in that person, you have to forget it and now work on your purpose. Relearn your life and work on your purpose. So, when we talk about purpose, I wrote down some things in my phone. So I'm going to read it from my phone. My little research I did. Thank you, Paula. Good evening. Thank you, Reverend Lawrence. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Sister Chichi. Thank you, Sister Jane Jack. Thank you, Mommy Tessie. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to the notes of my phone because that's where I put my research. So one of the things you have to realize is that for some people, they already know their purpose. For some other people, they don't know their purpose. Yeah? So while you're trying to discover your purpose, focus on your goals. So your goals are not your purpose. Focus on your goals. So what have you learned about yourself? What do you want to improve on? Do you want to improve on your communication skills, on your, your self-development? You want to mature? And I promise I'm still going to talk about the different areas where we need to develop self in another show. But you need to begin to look at those things. Look at, your goals. What do you want? It might be that, you want to buy a house. You want to get a mortgage. You want to repair your credit. You want to work on your physical health. You want to make new friends, or you want to, get a new job, or you want to pay off your debt. So there are other things that can distract you that you need to focus on, which are your goals, while you are looking for your purpose. So don't think that because I don't know what my purpose is, I can sit there. If you do that, you're going to fall back to where you have healed from. And we don't want you to fall back to where you have healed from. Although it's possible for you to fall back, if you fall back, you need to pick yourself up again from that point. So make sure that when you're looking for your purpose, you are not occupied with the wrong things. This is not the time for you to start going on dating sites, telling everybody you meet, I'm single now. If you know any brother or you know any sister, please introduce to me. Or, letting everybody just, you know what I'm trying to say. That is not the time for you to do that. So I want to say what purpose is. Purpose is the reason why you're here on planet Earth. Purpose is the reason why God created you. Purpose is the thing that will motivate your life, the thing that gets you going, the thing you are passionate about, the thing that, you really so desire to do, that when you do it, you find fulfillment in it. It's the reason why you will get up in the morning every day. Why do you get up? When you find your purpose, you will find out that you are better able to make wise decisions. You become a critical thinker. You are able to influence your behavior, shape your life, and you have a sense of direction. Your life becomes meaningful because you have purpose. And purpose is not work. So going to work every day is not purpose. That is to get money to pay your bills. However, you might find your purpose through your profession or through work. So somebody who is working in the medical field, say in the NHS, Daniel is saying that movie recording has been stopped automatically. So someone who is a medical doctor, for example, working in the NHS, in the mental health, might be doing that as a profession, that, oh, I'm a doctor, but they might then find that they have a very strong passion for maybe people with mental health illnesses, or for children living with autism or learning disability. They will now be drawn towards a particular specific thing. So you find out that it can happen that from your profession, you will be drawn into your purpose. It can also happen that you can find your purpose from your hobby, what you like doing, your interest, your hobby. Like, you might just join the choir because you like singing, and from there you will find out that you really feel fulfilled when you sing, and you find yourself releasing tapes and stuff like that. So one thing I found the minute I started to realize my purpose in life is that when you find your purpose, it actually removes problems. And that was very interesting for me, because my purpose is to talk. I like to speak. I like to use words to motivate people. I like to use words to inspire other people. And I do this through writing. So like some of you know, I have written my first book, which we're not able to release because of the COVID. We're going to have a proper book launch. But however, funny enough, the other day, I actually saw my book on Amazon. It's on Amazon without my permission. But who am I to complain if God has said people should read my book before I'm ready to release it? So this is my book. It's called Life Golden Gems, and it is on Amazon for £4.99. I will appreciate if you can purchase your copy. It's available on Amazon. So this was one of the ways I was able to relieve my purpose. I was able to, I want to talk. So I will tell you my purpose. It's written at the back of the book. And it says, I love talking. It is an effective tool in motivating people to think critically about life, how to live life, and be the best version of themselves. So you see that I love talking is my purpose. But why is it my purpose? It is my purpose because I find it as a way for me to motivate people to be the best version of themselves. I like talking, so I can talk by writing or by speaking. And that was why I, gave birth to this show, Relationship Tips, Talks and Tales. So thank you for all the midwives that pushed. My pastor, my mommy pastor, my daddy, my siblings, my friends. They were all the midwives that pushed me to give birth to this purpose, which is to talk. So, let me continue. You cannot accept anything that comes your way. So, purpose removes problems. When I started doing my talking and my writing, I found that I didn't have any time to think about who left me, why they left me, what I did, all of those things simply went away because I was so focused. I spent a lot of time writing this book, following when that person left. That was my first project. And I was using my old shows on YouTube. So I was looking for 50 best of my old 2-minute Sunday show and transcribing them and putting the words together and looking for a publisher and looking for how you publish a book. I was so busy and engrossed in that. So purpose removes problem. And then for me to come and talk to people who are intelligent like yourselves on a Monday, I have to do research. So I found out that my time goes in doing research, in trying to compile topics, in trying to put things together. I don't want to come here and just blab nonsense. So that took a lot of my time. So purpose actually removes problems. Purpose also makes you focused. So no matter what I do, I know I have to be here on Monday at 7 o'clock. So I'm focused and I have to present something. Purpose helps you decide. It helps you be fulfilled. It helps you when you make choices. Something that is not in line with your purpose, you take it away from there. I know what my purpose is and I'm working on my purpose. So your goals, your little goals should align with your bigger purpose. So like my purpose is to motivate people, to inspire them. And funny enough, I realized I need money to do this. Card full. Daniel, card full. I don't know if people can still see me or hear me. Margaret Baba, thank you, Auntie. Good evening. Sister Chioma, thank you very much. Grandma, thank you very much. Sister Yewande, thank you very, very much. Oh, thank you very much, Auntie Margaret. Grandma Odushote, thank you very, very much. Okay, you can see me. Can you hear me? Oh, thank you, my darling sister Emma Lohi. Okay, Uncle White is on. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining the show this evening. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, first time watching me, Auntie Margaret. God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Paula, for confirming. So let's continue. So, you now need to realize that marriage is not a purpose. Having babies is not a purpose. And that is why you need a purpose to while you are, I'm not saying you're not going to get married, but you need a purpose to do something with your life. So you need to discover your purpose. When you discover your purpose, you develop your purpose, and then you deploy your purpose. So funny enough for me, it's amazing how God ordered my life, because all the times I was doing 2-minute Sunday, I didn't know that God was preparing me for my greater purpose. So today, I'm able to do a complete 1-hour show on YouTube. I'm getting people calling me for speaking engagements. I get people giving me credits. I went to the African shop and someone is saying, I know you, you look familiar. And I'm thinking, where do you know me from? Even I forgot that I'm on YouTube. And the person was like, I was even giving the person guesses. What church do you go to? Did you see me in church? Or which school did you go to? Or, And finally, the person said, wow, I know you from YouTube. I saw you on YouTube the other day. You are the lady that presents Relationship Monday. She even called it Relationship Monday. So you see, I began to realize that I have discovered my purpose. I then developed my purpose. I didn't just start talking. I watched speakers. I read books. You have to invest in yourself to develop your purpose. You have to invest in yourself. I think I heard it from Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo when he said that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Fortunately for me, I grew up with books. And I would any day rather read a book. Sorry, I may be distracted because they're just trying to do something with the camera. So it might have gone off, but they're trying to sort it out. So for me, I would rather any day read a book than watch a movie. I love reading books. My mother, may her soul continue to rest in perfect peace, brought me up with books. There was books everywhere in my house from baby. And my mother, she knew her purpose was also to inspire people through books. And she ended up having a bookshop. So you can imagine how many books I have. I have so many books. It's unbelievable. I'm more than 3,000 books. And it came to a point, my dream was to have one room in my house and put all my books and have my own home library. But I came to a point, with moving and with, the houses in UK. I've not yet moved to my mansion. I'm still living in my, where God has blessed me with now. I lost many books. So I had to buy a Kindle, and I buy my books and I store them in my Kindle. When we go on holidays, you see me, while everyone is swimming and running to the beach, you see me sitting under my sun canopy and reading an interesting book. I love reading. So, that is how you develop yourself. Then you deploy your purpose. So, a few questions that can help you to get an idea of what your purpose might be in life are, if you knew you were going to die tomorrow, none of us will die tomorrow. Hold on. Let me just let Daniel do what he's doing. Daniel, don't worry about it. They can see us, so don't worry. Don't worry about that card is full. As long as your mom has just confirmed that they can see us, so yeah. Let's keep going so that I don't get distracted. So, God forbid any of us will die, but suppose you actually know you're going to die tomorrow. What is that one thing that you feel, I know I should have done this, and I haven't done this over the years since, since I knew I should have done this? What would your perfect day look like? Your perfect day, what would it look like? Describe it in every detail. I had to sit down to write my perfect day. And you know what is so funny? It's not purpose, but I realized that what makes me happy, mainly 3 things. And these 3 things are very, very funny things. And it's not even my purpose. It's just that I love to eat. As long as I'm able to eat. And we associate food with our health. So as long as I can eat and I can sleep, that means my mental health is okay. That means I'm well. So if I'm eating, I'm sleeping, I'm well. And then as long as money is coming into my bank account, I'm fine. That's what makes me happy. So I had to write my perfect day in detail. And my perfect day included sleeping, eating, making money somehow. The money might not come in that very day, but there's a plan to do something that will make money come in. And this is where you see me doing things like Juice Plus, doing things like FM, selling perfumes. Because I want to make money. I want money to be coming to my account, if not every day, at least every 3 to 4 days, weekly. I need to make money. So, that makes me happy. Then, what am I going to use the money for? It's not only to buy, I only need one good car, one good house that I can live in, I can use. I'll support my children, support my family, and help other people. So, you see, another way you can actually understand your purpose is, if you had all the money in the world, how would you spend your time? So you don't actually have to get up tomorrow morning to go to your work, to where you work. How would you spend your time? What would you do? What are the things that you do that set you on fire, that your passion comes out, your zeal comes out? You are all in your power. They see you. When people see you, it flows naturally. What do you love to do? I found out that many times, even without holding the microphone, even without planning it, once I hold the microphone, I'm off. And I realize it's a gift. And that gift has become my purpose. You'll be amazed at how difficult it is to hold the microphone and speak in front of people. But hey girl, this babe here, I can speak closing my eyes. You can wake me dead of the night and say, Edith, the queen is coming to Gillingham and someone needs to go and welcome her. Without preparing, I will be there. I will know exactly what to say. I will know how to do it. I will know what, I'm very organized. If you want someone to plan something for you, I'm all out there. Those are the things I found out about myself when I did the exercise of knowing yourself. And it helped me to completely understand my purpose, because my pastor understood my purpose before me, and he kept telling me, but I couldn't catch the vision. Yes, from when I was a young age, I was told that I talk a lot. I'm the soul and life of the party. I'm sociable. I'm friendly. When you meet me, you don't do boring. Those words, they were negative. I saw them as negative. People calling you chatterbox. People calling me, oh, she's always talking. But today I celebrate that. It's no more a negative thing for me. It's become my positive, because that is my purpose. That is my gift. The only difference is that I don't use my mouth to gossip. I don't use my mouth to slander others. I don't use my mouth to destroy others. I use my mouth to talk about things that will give God the glory, that will motivate people, that will inspire change, that will help people to become a better version of themselves. So that is the difference. So I can talk. And if I talk, I'm only doing what I'm called when I was born naturally to do, without difficulty. And because I can talk, I don't want to be in a place whereby they bring a topic and I cannot contribute. So I read to give myself a wide variety of knowledge and understanding. And I find it difficult to get along with people who are not exposed, who are not well read. So say we're talking about what's hot now. Let's not even talk about Corona. Let's talk about, say, American elections. And you don't know what's happening in American elections. Or someone says, hey, this Black Lives Matter business. And you're wondering, which one is Black Lives Matters again? You don't know. So you need to develop yourself in that area that is your gift. So when you know your gift and you're focusing on your gift, and you found your purpose and you're focusing on your purpose, you will now find out that naturally, I don't know how God does it, but he will begin to bring people your way, opportunity your way. Someone will tell someone, word of mouth, and you find out that you don't have to make any effort. You will grow, you will bloom, or should I say you will blossom rather. It will just begin to happen. And I found myself exactly in that position right now. This friend is calling me that, Edith, somebody wants you to do this. That one is calling me, Edith, I've given your number to this person. This one is stopping me in church. Oh, I have a question for you. Somebody else is talking to me after my show. Oh, you said this, can you clarify? And you find out that it's beginning to work naturally. And in all of that, that is when you will now begin to see that that significant person that God has for you will begin to come your way. So the line is open. If you want to make a call, if you want to call the studio and make a contribution, please feel free to do so. This is your time. If you want to ask a question, please send your question to my phone or to my email. And we're going to deal with your question, not next week Monday, but the following Monday. And the question should be related solely to the topic we've been discussing in the last 3 weeks. We have a guest speaker on the show that day, and we're both going to try and answer your questions. But it will be helpful if we can get your questions before the day so that we can give you the best answer that we can give you. So, the number to call, if you want to call the CTRIM studios, the number is 07858 076 758. And hopefully the number should be showing on your screen. So, please call. Be thankful for growth. Thankful for new beginnings and opportunities that have come your way. Thank you very much, Mommy Akagbosu, Sister Mrs. Yembra. Thank you, Sister Lara. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, everybody. So, yeah, this is great. This is great. This is great to understand your purpose. You find out that the direction of your life takes a new course. It's really, really, really Great. I'm checking my phone to see if people have left messages for me. Okay, there's nothing that has been left that I need to say on the show. So you remember I always like to do my shout outs, but today I didn't do it in the beginning for a reason. I wanted to do it later in the show because in case the girls, my special twins that I'm doing my shout out to, don't start the show from the beginning. I hope they are watching me, and I really want to say happy birthday to my beautiful twins, my adopted daughters, my nearest and bestest and dearest Anita John, her twin daughters. I love them with all my heart. Yesterday was their birthday. Kaylee and Kayla, they turned 9. And, these girls, they fascinate me. I just love them so much. And I have taken permission from their mom. If not because of COVID, I would have had a show about twins. So I have 2 sets of twins that I want to bring to the show and do a show about twins. Some of the twins, one set are going to be 2 girls. One will be a boy and a girl, and one will be 2 boys. So we're going to ask twins questions and have fun with twins. So I find twins really, really, really fascinating. Unfortunately, since I don't have any, I can adopt these ones and be their second or third, fourth mom, as long as I'm allowed to be one of their moms and one of their best aunties. So my darling, beautiful, blessed children, Kaylee and Kayla, or should I say Kayla and Kaylee, because Kayla is senior. And she always tells me, Auntie, I'm senior with 5 minutes. So let me say Kayla first before Kaylee. Happy birthday, my beautiful twins. Many happy returns. I pray for God's increase on your life. You shall know no end. You will go from glory to greater glory. So that is my shout out for this evening. Happy birthday, my beautiful children. Then, I want to talk quickly about my show next week. Will be the final part of my show, and then the last week will be the question and answer session. And I'm going to be talking about a king. When you have now found yourself healing from whatever it is you were, going through, you have understood yourself, you know your purpose, you know what you want in life, you've decided that you want to go in another relationship, I'm going to be talking about how to find a king. I'm not talking about how to find a queen. It will be how to find a king, or perhaps I will try and make it king and queen. But I tell you, you don't want to find a clown. You want somebody that will be a crown to you. You don't want to get another clown in your life. If you had one before, I don't know what happened to your relationship. You want to get it right. Some people have been married once, twice, 3 times. You want to get the next one right and last. You want it to be your last one. So it's very important that you tune in next week to understand the things you need to look out for when you are looking for that king or that queen. But before you do that, make sure you have found your purpose and you are living in your purpose. So, as you are living in your purpose, you will find out that people are beginning to ask you out. People are beginning to say, I like you. You will have, people asking you on dates. Remember, we've spoken about dating before. There are 2 types of dating. The first dating is just going out for a meal and getting to know me, getting to know you, dating. There's no commitment, no seriousness. You haven't taken it to the next level of dating where you're actually in a relationship. So, be happy. Feel free to do that while you're finding your purpose, while you're discovering yourself. If someone asks you out for dinner, for a meal, for a walk, for a talk, to go to the movies, and you are happy with that person, by all means do so. Be happy, meet people, socialize, But the word of caution here is this. For me, I don't have a wall in my heart. For some people who've been through bad relationship, they build a wall in their heart. A wall, nobody can go through a wall. It's a wall, it's completely sealed. No one can go into a house through a wall. I'm not in that category. If you're in that category and you've built a wall in your heart, that is what you want. For me, I've built a gate in my heart. And for people like me who want to go into a relationship again, you build a gate. And what this gate means is that you have the key and you do not open the key to everybody. So when I say that have fun, go out, meet people, it doesn't mean that every single person who comes and say to you, I like you, I want to go to the meal, you just allow them in. No. Have your selection criteria. Have the key to your gate. Know who you let into your gate. And if you have a wall, that's fine. Whenever you're ready to break your wall down and destroy your wall, I'm sure you will be able to pick it up, pick your hammer and your digger or everything you need to break your wall and break your wall. But if you want to have a wall, that's fine. If you have a gate, make sure your gate is locked. Lock your gate. Lock your heart. Guard your heart with all diligence. Out of it flows the issues of life. Know what you want. Know who you are. Have standards. Don't fall for everything. So when your gate is locked, people will ask you out. What you're going to be looking for is what I have called distractions and attractions. People coming to see you, some of them are distractions. You will go back to the same person you were before and you will fall for the wrong person. And I can guarantee you the relationship will most likely end again. Excuse me. Thank you. Be careful of distractions. Both female, both male, both activities. You know? Be careful of distractions. Excuse me. Lesson learned. Always have a cup of water. Thank you, darling. Excuse me, everyone. Thank you. So be careful of distractions. Don't let them call you for everything and you say no. And you say yes, I mean. Critically think about things. You don't have to give answers on the spot when people ask you things. Go back and think about it. Think about your goals. Think about your purpose. Think about your life. Think about what you want and how this thing fits into every other thing. So an example is, I told you I'm now signed up and I'm now a distributor for Juice Plus. For me, Juice Plus fits into my purpose because I want to be healthy. It's not only about making money. It's about living a healthy lifestyle and putting healthy things in my body. So it's about understanding that. You get my point? So those are the reasons why I joined Juice Plus. It fits with the things I want for myself. And in addition, I will make money. So it fits. It doesn't mean that if someone calls me now, the other day I had a friend talking to me about rent to rent, something about rent to rent or some kind of thing that you rent a place from someone and then you also in return rent it and stuff like that. I have no idea what that is. I'm not interested. It's not part, it doesn't fit into my purpose. So I don't want to add that into my purpose. So I do hair. I know how to braid. I used to run and own my own salon. That still fits into my purpose. I enjoy doing it. I can do that. So you understand what I'm trying to say. So be careful of distractions. You don't have to go to every party, every social event. You don't have to meet all, because you are now single. You want to fly to all the countries in the world. You want to meet everybody. You want to do things, you know. You have to measure it. Everything in life has a standard. You don't want to be in that extreme and you don't want to be in the other extreme. I like mental health. I work in mental health. So I have a passion for mental health. It fits with my lifestyle. I can talk about mental health. I do it every day. So be careful of distractions. And when it comes to the opposite sex, if you're a lady and a man is, you know, you've seen this man and he's asking you out. He's tall, he's handsome, he's rich, All the criteria that you want in a man, he has it. Look at the soft skills, not only those outward skills, outward appearance, all those show, all those you want to tell people, oh, see my guy, he's this is that. Look at the soft skills as well. That will point you out for you to know if he's a distraction or an attraction. So I'm rounding up the show now. No one has called, and I have enjoyed my evening with everyone, and I'm just going to check and see if I have any comments. So, Mommy Akagbosu, Sister Faith, all the way from Ireland, says, hi, Lady Edith. God bless you and good evening. On a short break, I won't be here long with you tonight. Love your tones. Love you, tones. Thank you. I love you too, Auntie Faith. God bless you, ma. Thank you for joining. And Kaylee and Kayla say, thank you, Auntie. God bless. Thank you, Kaylee and Kaylee. Thank you. Love you. I'm still coming to take you out for a meal. Don't worry, we still go out. And Bisola is saying, happy belated birthday to Kaylee and Kayla. More anointing, daughter. Greater heights in Jesus' name, Celia. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you. I really appreciate you, Celia. Okay. I don't really know who that is, but if I'm going to guess, it's just one person that calls me daughter, and that is my spiritual mother, Pastor Grace Okoje. I hope I'm right. Mom, I love you. I miss you. Thank you. And my darling sister Chichi is also saying happy birthday to the beautiful twins. And then I have my other daughter, Gbemi, saying thank you, Auntie. God bless you. So thank you, everyone, for joining the show tonight. Thank you, Sister Yewande. Thank you, Reverend Victoria, my new mother. I call her mother. That woman, she's so inspiring. Thank you, everyone, for joining the show. I really, really, really appreciate you tonight. Thank you to my second mommy, Mrs. Yembra. God bless you. Please like, share, subscribe. And oh, and Uncle Ajibade is on the show. He's saying thank you too. Thank you very much. So I'm off now, guys. I know I have 5 minutes to go, but even though I like talking, I don't have to spend the next 5 minutes talking if I don't have anything to say. So enjoy your evening, whatever you do. Have a blessed evening, and see you next week, Monday. God bless you. Bye.